Hi Gemini, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for April 8th through April 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as per usual. Alright. Two more. Yeah, well, that's what I get. Okay. Looks like you're going to be hearing about something that's going to clear things up for you, although it could either be that you were confused about something and then you're going to get some clarity, or something's coming in and then you are even more resolute on how you feel, or you're still like, that doesn't help me. Like, there's just more answers than questions, and something coming in or someone coming in doesn't really seem to help the issue. It might make you more resolute about how you feel, about being stuck about how you feel. All right, Gemini. The Fool. So you're thinking about this new beginning, perhaps taking a leap of faith and trying again, perhaps, or you've been set free and you're like, okay, now what? I'm like a brand new baby. Now what? The High Priestess. Ten of Cups. King of Cups, the Star, Three of Wands, Six of Cups, can you see that? Yeah. And the Six of Wands. So we got two sixes, which is irritability. And we got 8, 2, 10, 3, King, and Fool. Okay. So perhaps there's some disquiet or unrest or irritability with some new information, or with this decision to take a leap of faith or moving forward now that you're set free of a situation. So it may look like that they are pulling back, or they are secretive. Why? Why? Could be Pisces or Cancer you're dealing with. Could be a Pisces. Okay, so Gemini, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but somebody that might be holding their feelings back, being secretive about their feelings. There could be an Aquarius involved. What's this High Priestess about for Gemini? Conflict, struggle, power struggle. This is Ten of Cups. So it might look like someone's conflicted about taking some time away, or pulling back, or going silent, going within, dealing with some inner conflict. Like, it might look like they're wrestling with something, but in reality they're quite happy with taking this time apart. What's this Star about? What's this Star about? What's this Three of Wands about? What's this Six of Cups about? So we got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Hangman. What's this Six of Wands about? Okay, so for this person, they look like they are ready to move on They want things to work out. They are happily willing to leave things in limbo as far as their connection with you, even if they feel like it's a soulmate connection. Perhaps it's this connection of longevity. We've got the Three of Swords or Three of Wands that kind of jumped there, if you will. This is someone that is fine leaving things to fate or to just where they're at, and they look forward to a new day and moving forward. This could be you. This could be both of you feeling the same way about each other, because we've got you about this new beginning here, ready to go, and this is them happily looking forward to a new beginning now that things have ended. So I don't feel like they're misleading you here. I mean, there might be it might appear, the only thing that it might be like that they appear to be in conflict when in actuality they're fine with it being in limbo and taking that compassionate distance, just not moving forward, no movement forward, nothing. They might be telling you over time they might be ready to commit, but actually that could very well be true also. You know, I don't think they're really telling you anything untrue here. I think they're, hold on a minute. Maybe they're saying it's wishful thinking if you think that we can take this relationship to the next level. Maybe they're telling you over time they would like to eventually take their relationship to the next level, but there might be distance involved, very much so, and they're having to make this decision right now. So both could be true, that they are hopeful it'll work out over time, but excuse me, but since distance is involved, or they are waiting on a few other things that have to keep them in a certain area, certain mindset, or just certain, you know, doing certain things and not having enough time for the relationship. Both are true. They're hopeful it can be taken to the next level, and they're waiting and being methodical and decisive right now because they have to attend to something else, or distance is an issue. This could be an online relationship. We got the Swords and the Three of Wands here. So, you know, over time, hopefully when we get together, really hope that things can work out. And what they're not telling you, but it's not that it's pivotal here, is that I'm hopeful about this over time thing because right now distance is involved and we're relying on online communication. So on the one hand, it's like someone might be pulling back because you think that there's conflict or they're mad, but in actuality, there is no conflict. They're fine with the way things are, and they recognize that probably because of this distance, they have to be that way. So there is no conflict, and there might be pulling back, but it's because they recognize it can't go any further, and if they try for it, it's just going to lead to heartache and anxiety for you both. So this, again, you know, it's almost like someone saying, you know, I'm fine leaving things where they're at. I recognize that I feel a certain way about you, but I also know that while things are the way they are right now, we can't move forward. There's no moving forward. So this is either a relationship in crisis or having ended, or like a new normal. Is, you know, there's been some sort of, whatever it is, it's ending to the way things once were. This could be about a new normal, about now working with what we have after this ending. We got that Six of Wands there. So it could be that. I don't feel like this is over. I feel like it's over for now. And I feel like distance is a factor. And there's a secondary thing keeping them where they're at. It's not just a choice. There's work involved. There's family. There's something that needs this person to be where they're at. So it's something that just has to be right now, and I think they recognize that, and they might be more at peace with it than you are. It just has to be that way right now. So it's like this is your new normal. There's been an ending, but I think they feel pretty solid about it. There's no hard feelings, and this is about this new normal or new beginning. Whether it is in a different capacity with the same person or you two are set adrift right now, either way, it is what it is. It has to be that way right now. So we've got an interest over here, but, well, I'm just going to keep repeating myself, aren't I? What's this King of Cups about for Gemini? This could be Pisces you're dealing with. Also right here, Cancer or Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be Libra, Sagittarius right here. Doesn't have to be. It could be any one of those people. The energies thereof also. Both of these, though, are about intense emotion being kind of reined in and kept at guard, kept bridled or off to the side until they know it's safe to move forward with those emotions, or not bringing those emotions into play yet, kind of being guarded about the emotions to see what else is going to happen first. Strategic, emotional involvement, shall we say. What's this King of Cups about? Okay. Gemini, you need to, yeah. If this is involving a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo, gosh, we got the whole battery of people here. But this is all about you do you right now. You can keep the fires burning if you want to, but things have to be the way they are. If you want to try and work things out with this person, fine, but it's not going to lead anywhere until certain things are... Something has to give for this relationship to press forward or move forward, and this person is not willing to make those changes right now. Something is more important than their connection with you. Perhaps it's distance, family, time, work, whatever. Either way, they don't have any hard feelings about it, but it needs to be this way. If they were to try and make it work, then that way madness lies. That would start to be both of yours undoing. Where the way it is now, it's like you have a chance for it to work out in the future, but things right now you have to be apart. There is a chance in the future. If you were to press the issue, it could be that it would ruin it. Too much pressure, too much demand, too much obligation. It's like it would run it into the ground. This right here, I feel like this is saying, you can keep those feelings alive, but keep them guarded. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working. Keep yourself busy. Keep doing what makes you happy. Because if we're honest, that's what this person's going to do. They're going to keep living their life. They plan to move forward and have things work out regardless of this setback and heartbreak and this ending. I think that's because they might be optimistic about things working out in the future. Okay, they're not closed off to it. They just recognize that I'm not going to go any further with this. So you keep doing what you're doing, working on, not on yourself, but just work, involving yourself, living your life, basically, day-to-day stuff. And I think there's also the suggestion that to keep yourself busy and active and happy and moving forward. This is not over. It is simply over for now. But there's a caution with the emotions being in check here, to not, I don't want to say overmanage it, but just to not put yourself in a position where you're still in there, even though it's been made clear that, look, we can't go any further. But to still try and kind of keep that, I don't know, just be careful. Keep those emotions in check. What else for Gemini? self-mastery. Boom. That's exactly what this is right here. You're either working on yourself, working on something, but you're doing things that benefit you and make you happy, and you're working towards that ultimate goal. So this is about you basically being set free or set adrift and able to take that time to work on yourself, to work on, develop your career, develop other interests, hobbies, social circles, networking, anything you want to put your effort into. Now is the time to do it. And this is a good omen as far as whatever you, the only limitation to what you want to create right now is your time and effort put into it, because you've got everything you need for this new beginning. So use it. It's almost like this is saying use it wisely. Don't use it. And it doesn't look like you are, because we got the King of Cups here. It looks like you're pretty aware of what's going on in the dynamics, and you understand it. You might not like it, but you're like, I get it. So just keep this in its own circle. Don't start to get weird about it, and you won't, because that's what this is. This is someone that has mastery over their emotions or can manage them successfully. Instead of things being black or white, it's like this, they can live in the gray and they understand it. So yeah, this is your time basically to, even though you both still feel a connection, this is your time to do you right now. What else for Gemini? I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. So this is all about being set free and letting go. Depending on which one, are you the captor or the captive? Are you the captor setting them free, or are you the captive, freeing? But this is brighter days ahead once you've reconciled how you feel about either being captive and then set free, or finally letting something go. This is saying that things are being illuminated, you're starting to understand, and happiness awaits, and healing, and all of that. So it's like the worst of it's over. Now just begins the day-to-day mundane of getting back to you, basically. This is also somebody in contemplation, so there might be some residual energy in thinking about this, and as is normal, right? But I feel like the worst of it's over, right? Okay. All right. What would Gemini's person say to them? 2 cards for Gemini's person. What would Gemini's person say to them? Gemini's person. What would they say to Gemini's person? 2 cards, please. Gemini's person. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Gemini's person. What else would they say to them? 2 more cards, please. Or 1 more card. Gemini's person. You are an angel. That one's been coming up a lot. So that, to me, we've got the angel here, obviously, but this is also like, a lot of times when we have that special bond, that soulmate connection, we got the star card here also with the angel. We got the temperance with the angel. We got the angel. This is a very significant connection for the both of you, not just you. This person recognizes that it cannot be for now, but I think they are hopeful for things working out in the future. So things are kind of in limbo. It's not that they don't care. Again, they do have... I think they regret that you can't be together, but they understand it has to be this way now. I gotta hand it to them. They got conviction. I don't think there was anything dirty here. I just think they were like, oh, you know what? Before we get in too deep, we gotta cut this off because I gotta deal with this here. It's not the right time. And like I said earlier, this very well could be an online relationship that simply can't go any further while there's that distance. All right, last 2 cards, Lenormand, please. I don't want to blow smoke and be like, this is really great. No, but honestly, like of all, this is pretty cool because it's like, okay, this situation can very well be again, but right now you get to go play, have fun, do what you want to do. This situation will circle back around again. So right now it's like, you get to use this time for you before there's that, I hate to say obligation, but you get to create what you want to create and live how you want to live right now. And again, not that it's obligation when you're with somebody, but different parameters, rules, and all that may apply once you're in partnership versus completely unto yourself. So this is a time of freedom and development for you. What else for Gemini? Okay. All right. So this is about a relationship that was, it's kind of just the issues in the relationship were kind of eating away at you. It was starting to become either emotionally unhealthy, or it was getting to where it was kind of a burden or heavy. And it's just one of those things where things were just kind of starting to short circuit little by little problems started to become big problems, that sort of thing. And it's turned into being disappointing and challenging rather than fun and thriving. So pulling back. For some of you, it might be like, oh, but I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I just feel like this is just has to be. I don't feel like any stalkery vibes or and things got abusive or weird. I don't feel like that. I just feel like it has to be this way right now. It's not over, but it is for now. Of course, free will being what it is, right? You can decide it's over. But there's also the hope and chance for the future if you were open to it. There's that option too. So either way, this is up to you and depending on what you want. But now is a time of freedom and development for you. Okay. I hope this is helpful for you, Gemini, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.